so excited to be
Yes.
with you today. Welcome to Pie Week. I'm here with Jackie and I'm Allison, and we cannot wait for our show today.
Yes.
So
Gonna be
welcome
fun.
to Three Things at Three. Where
Yes.
thing number one, something to make you smile. Thing number two, something to learn. And thing number three, we're going to discover something. So let's go. Welcome back. It's all about pies this week, and we have had such a fun week. We have discovered all about making pie crusts this week, and today I think we're going to get into the guts of the pie. We joined Allisa for a really fun morning making pies at her house, and so I am so excited to continue on. So here I am today. It's like old home week. I've got Jackie with me. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Uneven Wednesday.
I know. So it's just like old times, isn't it?
Yes, I love it.
Yes, we want to excuse Chris today. She is home, and so we are glad that we can just kind of cover. But Jackie and I have been looking forward to this because we very rarely just get to do this together.
Yeah.
So
it was fun. I was looking forward to it at all.
Yes. So Jackie,
Yeah.
it's all about pies this week. Are you so excited? Do you love pie?
It depends on the kind.
Yes, I know that you said earlier you could forgo
I
pie.
could do the cookie dough.
She just wants a spoon and cookie dough.
There you go. I'm good. But you know what? I do love pie. I love a good chocolate cream pie.
So you're
really
a cream
good.
pie girl.
Yeah, I'm not a banana cream, but I'm chocolate.
Okay.
And I'm really not a big berry fan, but I like the pie crust. So actually, if you just do the pie crust with cinnamon sugar on it, put it in the oven, I'm golden.
Do you make your own pie crust?
Yes.
So have you been keeping up? So Allisa taught us some really great tips on making pie crust. So if this is your first time watching this week, you need to go back. You need to watch our segment with Allisa because she is a master at pie crust. And she just like whipped that out from memory, and it was so great and flaky and really fun.
Yeah.
So she had yesterday, I'm sure you saw, but she had these really great silicone pie crust molds that made the edge of your pie. So
which is nice.
I was watching them do the segment. I immediately got my phone out, ordered those, and they were delivered yesterday. I cannot wait to make my pies this year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you know how I make my pies? Marie calendars.
Oh
Marie calendars, frozen pies. But I figure
Sam's Club is my go-to.
Sam Club. I figure if I go, now tell me in the comments if you think this will work. If I go to the frozen section, get the Marie Callender's pie crust, let them sit on the counter until they're good and pliable, I think I can use those silicone molds to make my edges look like I made them.
There you go.
Do you think anybody will know?
No. Nah, you'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So my husband actually is the pie baker in my house.
Yes.
And so
he is the baker in your house.
He is the baker.
I've had his breads and different things, but
the ice says I think a good pie crust makes the pie.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's such an important thing that you need to have. And I have a recipe from my great grandmother.
Okay. Does she use lard, Crisco, or butter?
Shortening, actually.
So she uses the shortening.
Yeah, and it actually, there's a huge difference in the pie crust.
Yeah.
So if I'm just going to make pie crust and then make it in strips and put cinnamon sugar on it, then I use her recipe.
Well, one thing Allisa did is she keeps her Crisco in the fridge. Have you ever heard of that?
Okay, yes, I have.
I have not. I had not ever heard of that, so I learned so much. But I'm really excited for today's segment because I think that we're going to get into the guts of making the pumpkin
yum.
pie. And she
Okay.
has a Weller family recipe that she has kind of perfected over the years. Her son Ryan was actually born around Thanksgiving.
That's
and
right, he
so
was.
it got to the point that he wanted pumpkin pie for his birthday.
Yeah.
And so she has perfected this recipe, and I cannot wait for her tips and tricks. So
I do love pumpkin pie. That is probably
you
my
do
favorite.
love pumpkin
Yes,
pie.
I do.
I love pumpkin pie too, but pecan is my favorite.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Yay.
Next week is the date. So I think we're ready. Let's watch this next segment with Allisa when we joined her at her
This'll be
house.
fun.
Okay.
Now, to get it into the pan,
Yeah.
the way I do it is I just fold it in quarters, then put it in the
Okay.
pan and open it out.
Oh.
So go ahead and fold it in half and then half again. It's
not
kind of
gonna-
like you do in sewing sometimes.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, make sure you get everything, but it's okay because we can
Okay.
repair it, as you know. Now
Okay.
just fold it in half again.
All right.
Awesome.
Ooh.
And
Okay,
then
lift
you're
it
just
up.
going to lift it in with the corner in the center. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, it's like I've got crosshairs or
And
something
then
going on
unfold.
here.
Yeah, it's like you're doing
All
your machine
right.
embroidery, centering it up in there.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if we're going to fill this to bake it, but if we
Okay.
were making an empty pie shell, like we're going to put cream pie filling in or whatever, and baking it empty, we need to worry about if it's going to shrink up.
Oh.
So when we're putting it in, we want to push it down in. So when you're putting it in, push down. So you get a little bit of extra slack.
Okay.
And then
Nice.
we're going to need to trim it, but look, this is not perfect.
No, it's not.
Oh, no.
Oh. Should I take some of this?
So we can just kind of patch it. Like,
Okay.
where it's a little bit, because, it wasn't a perfect circle.
I love patching.
Yeah.
All right.
So beautiful.
Okay.
Okay. And so now we just want to trim it around. Just trim it like even with the outside edge. It's
Really?
fine.
Like right along the edge?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can do more if you want to do more. People do fluting different ways.
Yeah.
They like different amounts of overhang or whatever. They like different ingredients,
Yeah.
whatever. This is really a classic pastry.
Okay.
Very simple.
Yep.
I like the just classic flaky
Classic
pastry.
flaky pastry. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. All right. How's that look?
Okay, beautiful.
All
and then
right.
next, we want to just fold it under. So you have fold it. Fold the
Underneath.
outside edge under towards the back.
Okay. Like a 1/2 inch seam allowance?
Fold it so you're making a little ridge, sort of.
Okay. Let's
Okay,
get
got
this.
that. First, I'll show you how I normally flute them.
Okay.
Everybody has different ways.
Yeah.
The way I like to do it, and it's fast and easy, is just with thumb and finger.
Uh-huh.
And I pinch and then just pull one opposite of the other.
Oh.
So I put this away from me, this toward me. This one away, this toward.
Oh, okay.
And just go around and do that.
Okay.
Try a few of those.
Fluting has never been my forte.
Well, and if you want to try something different than fluting, I mean, some people just do the fork tines. But I found I was wandering down the craft store aisle one day
Uh-huh.
and found these little things
Oh.
that
tell us about
actually
that.
let you make a design. So just leave that
Okay.
and I'll show you. Put that on there
Look at that. It's like a stamp.
and yeah, embosser. And you push it in.
Oh my
I just thought this was so fun and magical. Look!
Wow, that is
See
so
the
cool. Okay.
acorns?
You would be the talk of the Thanksgiving
Look
dinner
so
party.
pro, right?
Yes, you would.
This is pretty darn fun.
Fantastic. I love that. I love that.
So
That's
it's so
really
fun
cute.
to just discover new things
yeah.
to try, which
love
is
that.
like quilting too. We find new
Yes,
tools and then it's like,
absolutely.
well, that's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Oh
anyway,
my goodness. Okay, so Allisa, I know we have some leftover crust, and you were telling me that you've got ideas of what we can do with it. So what are some things we can do?
okay. One is we didn't have a lot with this. If you don't have a lot, but you want to do something fun, fancy on your pie,
Okay.
little pie or little
those are
cookie
cute.
cutters like this. This is a fun little autumn one.
And are those specifically made for doing something
Not
like this?
necessarily.
Okay.
These are just little cookie cutter.
Okay.
Roll out some leftover pie crust and just cut those out.
Look how cute.
See how cute? And
Oh
then
my
you can
goodness.
just bake those alongside your pie for part of the time or separate, whatever, and then you can just put it on top
So you would just put them on top
after
before,
you bake them.
After you bake.
For pumpkin pie,
Okay.
because the pumpkin pie filling is kind of liquid. So if you're doing it on pumpkin pie, pre-bake these and then put it on the pie after.
Oh, that
If you
makes
were
sense.
doing a fruit pie
Okay.
that you're going to be baking, you can do a bunch of these and put on top. Now, if you have quite a bit of pie filling or pie crust left, which sometimes happens if you're doing multiple pies,
Sure.
they
Yeah.
kind of add up.
Yeah.
One thing my husband's family always did, what his mom did, and so our family has done a lot, is what they call railroad tunnels.
Okay. You have me intrigued. Railroad tunnels.
tunnels.
Okay. What is that?
So you roll it out, and then you're going to act like it's cinnamon rolls, kind of. So roll it out, put softened butter on there, sprinkle it with cinnamon sugar, roll it up, and then cut it.
Ooh,
And then it's
that
like,
sounds really good.
Yeah, so it's kind of like little cinnamon rolls. They look like little cinnamon rolls,
I love
but
that.
all pastry and
Ooh, flaky
delicious. Yeah.
pastry layers.
yeah. So then just bake those. And so that's what my kids have always liked having for a treat. Now, my mom, when she made pie crust and had leftovers, she'd just cut it up, sprinkle sugar on it, and bake it, and we'd just eat
Was
that.
that such a treat for you guys?
Pie crust cookies.
Yeah.
But then another thing I've done a few times for my kids was make like little Pop-Tarts. So just cut them in squares, put a little jam in there,
Okay.
put one on
Mom
top,
of the year.
and bake it. Those are fun.
I love that idea.
So-
Maybe drizzle a little frosting on there.
Why not?
Why not?
Do what you want. So don't waste what's
Okay,
left because
okay.
you can do something fancy or
Hard
treat.
on that tossing.
You did great too.
We don't want that stuff to go to waste for sure.
Right.
Thank you so much, Allisa. I am not so intimidated to make pie crust, and I promise I will post it on Facebook if I do.
What do you mean if? You'll post
If
on
I
Facebook
do,
when you
yeah,
do?
when I do.
That'd be
There you go.
awesome. Can't
Okay,
wait.
I'm on it.
Okay, about that tool.
Okay, I am.
Right?
So
Did I
I'm
tell
hooked.
you?
Yes.
Amazon.
Okay.
That's where I found it.
I think that is like the coolest thing.
Yeah, it was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you guys think? I know I see a lot of people that say, you and Marie Callender are best friends. I thought she was my best friend, but I'm willing to share. Girlfriends share
Yeah,
girlfriends, right?
yes, that's true.
But I really think if I let that pie crust kind of defrost a little bit and get soft, that I can make those edges.
You know what? I bet you probably can. I would try it for sure.
But, you know, edges are kind of the hardest part. So,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. All right, so
Well,
you
that's
for
cool.
sure want to tune in tomorrow to see how we do the pumpkin filling.
Yes.
So,
it
yum.
looked
Yep,
delicious.
just so. Yes, but those little tools that she had are so cool. Mine
Yeah.
were delivered. Cannot wait.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'm
just-
on it myself. I think that sounds fun.
Yes.
And my mom did the exact same thing too with all the leftover
Yes.
pie, and that's why I love it so much.
We were talking
So,
during the break
yeah.
that you're like, I could just eat pie crust.
I could.
Just eat. Bryn had a great, she put it in the
Yeah.
comments, but she says if you put heat the pizza stone and put it in the pizza stone, then it'll make the bottom crisp. And when we talk tomorrow with Allisa, that's one of the things she's going to say is you want to keep everything really cold and preheat your oven because
Right.
you don't want your crust to get soggy on the bottom when you
Right.
cook it.
Who
So
wants a soggy bottom, right? right? Is that the truth, right?
I don't want mine anymore. So.
No, no.
All right. Well, we are actually going to move over to the embroidery machine. We have a really fun project today that is pie inspired.
Fun.
And so Jackie and I are going to join you at the embroidery machine right after this.
Give Santa the nudge to pay attention to the following dates: Thursday, November 7th, 14th, 21st, and 29th, because My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop is offering unbeatable holiday deals on sergers, sewing and embroidery, long arm quilting machines, and so much more. Tune in Thursday, November 7th to My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop Swig Night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time for a 1-hour presentation covering all you want to know about our most popular and easy-to-use models of sergers. On Thursday, November 14th at 6 p.m., we're talking about sewing and embroidery machines. Join us Thursday, November 21st at 6 p.m. We'll feature some of our amazing long arms. SWIG stands for Show and Sale with the Girlfriends. We walk you through the details of these machines so you can make an informed decision on which one will look best under your tree this year. Then on Friday the 29th at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, join us for our live Black Friday Sale Spectacular. Watch us live on Facebook or on our app. It's our most exciting live sale of the year. Click the link below for more information.
Welcome back. Welcome
Yes.
to our Three Things at Three. I'm Allison, if you're just joining us.
And I'm Jackie.
And we have a really, really fun pie-inspired project for you. It's a machine embroidery inspired. So if you don't machine embroidery yet, we want to tempt you to jump on over. And if you do, we have some really fun things to show you. But I'm gonna have you pull the camera down just a second, because look at this cute tea towel.
That is so
And it says,
adorable.
You say goodbye and I say hello. Now, I
like
cannot
that.
tell a lie. For 2 nights, in fact, last night I laid in bed for an entire hour because I could not get the song out of my head. It's
That's
going
right.
over and over in my head.
Yeah.
You say goodbye and I say hello.
Hello,
Hello, hello.
Okay.
So, and now it's going to be in there again tonight, but we just want to shout out to Chris, who digitized this for us.
really cute.
So fun. So she digitized it and stitched it out with the fabric on here. And then today I'm like, you know what, we're going to take that one step further, and I put a little embroidery felt
I think
just
that's-
on the top.
I love
so
both of
she's
them.
got her pumpkin pie. I have my pecan pie.
There you
We're
go.
both happy.
Yeah, that's great.
So today I thought we would just talk a little bit about maybe getting ready to stitch these out, because it's a really simple stitch out.
Yeah.
They're not hard. Just before we start, you can find this. It's in the 6x10 hoop, so one size only.
Okay.
You can find it under new releases or in the As Seen 3 at 3.
Okay.
Free in the club.
Oh, wow, that's
club
awesome.
members, you
Get it free.
Get it free. But it's just really fun. But wouldn't it be cute on an apron or
It'd
a
be darling.
sweatshirt? So just in time for the holidays. Because I don't know about you, we eat pie from now
Yeah.
all the way through Christmas.
Yeah. Now
Year's.
I can't stop singing that song in my mind.
I wanted you to sing along
I know.
with me. Seriously, isn't it all night long?
Yes, no.
My husband finally turned the light back on and he goes, I'm going to read because you are tossing and turning. So
So if I'm over here just doing this, you'll
just know.
You'll
Just sing
know.
out loud.
I'm just singing.
all right. This is free in the club.
It's
so
darling.
yeah, it's free
really
in the club.
cute. You
so.
could do some. I mean, you could do whatever.
Really,
with
wouldn't it be
whatever
fun?
Fabric.
I mean, if you had some blueberry fabric, you
Yes.
could put that on there.
Yes.
Okay, so I wanted to just go back just a little bit and talk to you about stitching on tea towels.
Yes.
Because it's a little tricky, and sometimes we're like, okay, how do we get that so that we do it correctly. So I have my hoop right here. So the first thing that's really helpful is we use a sticky back wash away.
It's the best.
The reason is because you don't want something heavy on the back of your tea towels for the rest of your tea towel life, right?
Well, and you don't want to hoop it either.
No.
It's hard to hoop and get it straight.
Right.
So this is just perfect.
So I used a sticky back wash away. Now, my favorite thing to do is just to take a pin and
Like,
just take
ooh.
a little score right here after it's hooped.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can do it, but it's just a little bit thin. But once you do this, literally look how easy
just
that
pulls
is.
right
It
off.
just pulls right off. And then you can just come around. So that is how I like to get that started. So once I have this on, then you notice you have your lines
Yes,
right
your-
here.
your middle and
your
your
middle
sides.
and your sides. So Lisa taught me this next trick.
And this is sticky.
Yes, so we can just stick it right on there.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've taken my tea towel right here, and I fold it in half right here, but I want to find the center. So then I fold it this way and just crease
Okay,
just a little bit.
so
And
that
you
you
can
can see.
iron that crease in, but you'll kind of see that crease mark.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
So
then,
you can even use a pencil or something.
right,
To, right.
right, but
water soluble.
I don't know if you can kind of see just a little bit. But once I have that in half, this is what she taught me. If you'll fold it in half and then fold it in half again and find this crease right here, then that is a really good spot to put your center point.
Ah,
and
that's
then
a
you're
great
going to
idea.
get your tea towels so that they're always kind of centered in
Yes.
exactly the same spot. And so shout out to Lisa who taught me that, because I thought that was really
That
great.
is really, really great.
Because then once we're on here, then we can use our center points right here. So we'll just take this crosshatch right here, and then we're the center right here, and just like they showed with the pie, just kind of lay it on there.
It's exactly, you can fold it
you
and
know,
then.
there's so many great things. And then stripes are easy, because then you have this, and then we'll just
You push that down.
push
and
that down.
It's perfect.
And it's perfect.
Yeah.
So that is my first tip that I
That's what
wanted to
and-
show
and I
today.
that's why I love the sticky back
Yes.
stabilizer.
Right.
Because you can just float that on top of the hoop, and it makes it easier so that you can get it good.
really great,
Can you
nice
imagine
and straight.
trying to
push it down. I mean,
and get
it
it to where you want
inevitably,
it?
every single
Yeah.
time, it inevitably will shift
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
So then my second tip is that you hear this a lot, but this is a cutaway. It's
Okay.
a heavy cutaway. Now, if you are embroidering and you have kind of a thick embroidery, and the lettering on this you say goodbye, and I say hello, is a little bit thick. You
It's
don't
just
want it to
dense.
pucker.
I guess
It's dense, yes.
It has a lot of stitches in a
Right.
small area.
But
So-
this wash away is a little thin.
Yeah.
You can actually take a piece and do what's called a float, where you slide it right underneath
perfect.
and just let it float, and then when you pull it away, it kind of helps that.
just-
So
yeah.
that's my second
That
tip.
is a great tip.
Yep, and Peggy says she never gets puckers with that sticky back. I very rarely do either, Peggy, but one thing I do is if you start to pucker even just a little bit, it's only gonna get worse. Just stop your machine,
And slide
cut
a piece.
your thing,
Yeah.
and just slide it
something
right
underneath. Yeah,
underneath it.
Yeah.
So that's my second one.
that's a great tip.
Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is, I don't know if the camera will pick this up, and we kind of stitched this out on just some scratch paper.
Okay.
And so
Actually, fabric.
scrap
Not
fabric.
paper.
Yep.
No.
Yes. So one of the other things is, if you are doing lettering, and especially if it's small and if it's a dark thread, lots of times we do not change our bobbin color.
That's right. That's right.
So if you will put a black bobbin, and I don't know if you can see this very well, but if you can see that this is a little bit darker here and a little bit more, it stands out
Right.
just a little
Yeah.
bit more than this one right here. And it's because I stitched this one with a white bobbin, this one with a dark bobbin. The other thing is that if you'll use a 40 or a 60 weight thread, in your top and bottom bobbin, then you get really great stitch outs on the lettering.
Yeah.
And so Lisa and I tried to do this and to stitch it out to make it very clear, and it just doesn't come through.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
It just doesn't come through like it is. But I know all of us have been a little frustrated when you're stitching those lettering, and especially the smaller you get,
Yeah.
you want it to be really clear, and I hate it.
It's always good to slow your machine down when you're doing lettering,
Yep.
when you're doing small, tiny lettering.
Yes.
To slow your machine down as
Right.
well. So
Now,
that's
we
good.
did try to go to a 100-weight thread. We jammed our machine. Don't do that.
Okay, that was a little
yeah,
fine.
Yeah. So
But
that is
really,
the other
I
one.
mean, if you keep the same on the top and that's on the top and the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
you should be really successful with it.
Right.
So-
And I have found, Lisa and I also talked about this today, we have found, I love pre-wound bobbins when I am sewing, but sometimes on embroidery, wind your own.
I like to wind my own. I'm exactly that way too. I
Yeah.
like to wind it with the thread that I'm using
Yes.
with embroidery.
Yes, and so that was just another tip. So then the last thing that you'll notice is that I wanted to show you is you'll notice on this that on your pie we have a little bit of fabric underneath for our
Okay.
crust, but
Cute.
this is just a design. And so that is not a typo. That is how it will work. But
Okay.
two people came in and they kind of looked at me funny, and I'm like, no, that is the design. So
It's just the way that's
Cheryl
the way
wants
it
to
is.
know about using a monofilament in the bottom. Cheryl, I haven't had good luck with a monofilament, and the reason is because I feel like it is too lightweight and fine. So it doesn't pull up and pull through, but I feel like it doesn't support your stitches on top enough. I would just use the same exact.
Yeah.
I have found that with black or with red is another one that always, it seems like it'll pull that white up and
Yeah.
not give me as clean of edges
Yeah.
on there. So, should we stitch out just a,
I think we should.
okay. All right,
So-
so we've loaded the embroidery. It's on the bottom one,
Okay. Let's
right
find.
here.
It's so cute.
Yep,
I
it's
can't
so
wait to do
cute.
this.
And like I said, it's only on the 6x10 size. And the first thing that we are going to stitch, we're not going to stitch a lot of it, but let's just start stitching this just
Okay.
a little bit so they can see how fun this is.
Yeah, and you want to make sure that you don't have your towel underneath
Yes, so that you're
so
stitching
that
the
you're
bottom.
stitching. Okay, do we want to do this in white?
Sure. Well, actually, let's change
Okay.
to this because the first thing we're going to stitch out is we're going to stitch out that circle. So
Oh, okay,
let's
for
we
our,
can
for
we can
our
use
pie.
this.
Okay, oh, that one would be a good one.
Yep, that's a good one.
Nobody saw I did that wrong.
Oh,
Don't tell.
all right. I will never
You should
tell.
always clip from the top and pull it through the needle. I did not do that right.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
apologize.
I cannot tell a lie, and I was going to tell these guys. My other tip is get your machine cleaned often because
Yeah.
Wayne, bless his heart, I brought my machine in yesterday, and he came in and he said, Allison, just so you know, and I have my machine cleaned every year.
Yeah.
But depending on how often you use it, apparently that's not enough. He told me my machine was the dirtiest machine he's ever seen in all the years he's been being a tech for machines.
Oh, wow.
I said, Wayne, you don't tell girls that.
Wow, that's brutal.
Okay, so Terry would like us to show how to slide the heavy cutaway under the
Okay.
hoop. So that's
Okay.
really
Are you ready?
great.
So I've got it attached to my embroidery arm. So all I'm doing is just barely lifting that up and sliding it underneath the hoop.
Yep.
So you can check to see if it's covering the whole thing, and it looks like it's doing a really good job. So, alrighty, are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay, here we go. This is what's so fun about machine embroidery. If you've never done this before,
Right.
it really is just very therapeutic.
Right.
You just watch you push the button and let it do its thing.
The reason I really wanted to point this out today is the last day. If you don't know, we did a swig night last week on this very machine we're on, the Altair 2, and today is the last day that you can get in on the better than Black Friday. Awesome sale on these machines. And so you just need to call our customer care line, 435-213-3229. Hit option 3 to talk to Mike, and he is going to make a deal. And so I kind of really wanted to show you how great these machines are, because if you've been on the fence, then you really need to, you just need to find out what that deal is. It's so good, I cannot even say it on air.
Yeah, it's really, I think now is a great time.
Yeah.
I think you should treat yourself.
Right, right. And
Yeah.
Jana says, clean your bobbin area each time you change your needle. I am so good at that,
Good
but
IT,
apparently
but I said,
there's more than just the
than just
bobbin
the
area.
bobbin.
I found out that today.
You sure he wasn't just teasing you?
No, I'm not sure of anything at
Oh,
all, but
okay.
you know. Oh,
Yeah.
no girl ever likes to be told hers is the dirtiest
know,
machine ever.
right?
Okay, so I use this embroidery felt by Kimberbell. This is in the gingerbread,
Okay.
and it is just really fun. So I'm going to just cut you a little piece of that.
Okay.
I thought that was fun. It gave it just a little bit dimension. I'm
love
sure
it.
you could put some flexi foam on there, but the machine isn't digitized for that. So you would just have to back those stitches up just a little bit.
Okay.
But we'll just stitch this out, and then
Okay, so these first set of stitches are the placement. So then we want to just make sure that our felt is over the top of all of that. We're going to hit the button and go, and voila.
voila! It's just like that, magic.
Yeah, you can actually tape it down if you want to, but where it's felt,
Yeah, it's got a little bit of weight,
Yeah.
and it lays really flat.
and it's
So.
going to go around twice. Oh, this is so cute.
Isn't this so
Yes,
cute?
it is darling.
Yep.
It's just so fun. I seriously, I love to just watch it go.
Debbie
Makes
says
sense.
she switched to a larger screen. That actually helps. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And that is the only, well, there's, and the little bit of a crust, but that's really the only trimming we do, Jackie, on this
Okay.
whole thing.
All
So-
right. So you just trim it close to the edge because it's going to go over with a satin stitch, right?
Right.
So you try and cut it as close to it as you can.
All right, now, the other thing I wanted to point out, we're using our Kimberbell scissors, which are great. I don't know if anybody watches What's New Wednesday on Kimberbell, but did you see what they have?
They're new.
Left-handed scissors, December
Yes.
11th. So
Yeah, they will be coming. So
They
if
are
you-
coming, so if you are a
pre-ordered
lefty.
yours,
Yep.
no fear, they will be coming.
Okay. So we're just going to take and trim this up, and like I said, I don't think we're going to stitch out too much more. I just wanted to just stitch just a little to show how fun and how easy the stitch is
and
out.
you do the same thing when you're doing an applique on a machine embroidery. It's the exact same steps no matter what.
Right.
There's always a placement line. You lay your fabric on the top, then it tacks it down, then you trim it, and then you do that until you just follow the screen.
Right.
And then it ends up with a decorative thread,
Right.
decorative stitch or a satin stitch to cover that, which is so cute.
fun. And like I
I
said,
love
the
it.
only hint that I would give you on that is try it. Try switching when
Yeah.
you do your darker lettering. If you do a black or a dark brown or a navy blue or
Yeah.
whatever you choose to do, change your bobbin and just
I
see if
would.
it makes a
Yes.
difference,
Yes.
because it really made a difference on this. So I'll just trim this out so you can see how this goes,
So
because it's so cute.
I do love the felt on it. You could even do leather.
Yes, wouldn't that be fun?
A red leather would be really fun for a. And you could even put pom-poms for cherries if you wanted.
Yeah. Or a dollop of
Or
whipped
you
cream.
you can do all kinds of fun stuff.
All right,
with
well,
that.
Jackie, that's what I've got
really
today.
fun.
Does
I love it.
anybody have any questions?
It's so cute. I can't wait to try this. I just love the whole thing. You say goodbye,
And I say hello. Brenda did
That's
say,
the
what
best.
color felt did you use for the pumpkin pie? This is an orange, and it's actually, it's a little bit linen-y that
It's
she
just
used.
kind of a solid- a
It's just a
solid.
solid orange, and then she used that. So thank you for putting up the gingerbread felt, because that just turned out really cute.
That did.
So, well, Jackie, my friend, I want you to sing all night long with me. So this is for you to hang on your, yeah, so I am sending that home with you today, my good friend.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
I am so spoiled, aren't I?
Yes. So
Thank
sing
you.
away all night long. You can call me at 2 a.m. because I'm going to be laying there in bed going, oh, here it goes. All right. Once again, just a reminder, that design is $2.99 if you're not in the club, free if you are in the club. It is in the 6x10 embroidery hoop. It is an embroidery design only. So
It's
just
cute.
really fun. Goes together quick and easy. So be sure to download that. We will also have that available tonight on Comment Sold. Jackie,
fun.
let's head back over because it is Pie Week.
Yes,
so,
it is.
So we're going to meet you back over where I have a delicious pie ready to go.
Well, sort of.
Sort of.
Now we have your we're intrigued.
Yes.
Last week on 3 Things at 3, we discovered the brand new punch needle line from Timberbell, and we showed you how to make some fantastic Christmas decorations for your home.
That's right. We made wreath pin cushions, decorated wooden ornaments, and made some Christmas patchwork stockings that are adorable and so easy to make.
All of which could make for some great gifts to give this year, I think.
Absolutely. So be sure to catch 3 at 3 Live every Monday through Thursday at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, or watch it on demand via Facebook or YouTube by clicking the links below.
Okay, here we go. So give yourself a little me time with your girlfriends and tune in to 3 Things at 3, where we always have something to make you smile,
Something to learn.
and something to discover.
We're on my team, genius.
Let's go.
All right, Jackie. Say it isn't so, but not everybody loves pie.
I know, right?
Right.
It's true.
But we have a really,
It is
really
really true.
great alternative today. So, dun, da, da, da.
Look at
What we
that.
have is a creamy cherry cheesecake pie. Okay,
Oh.
some may say this is the best of all worlds
Is-
because it's got a pie crust, it's
Yeah.
got the cheesecake, and then it has cherries.
Yeah, so it's kind of a graham crackery
Yes.
crust,
Yes.
which is delicious.
Yes. So we've also posted that link. We are going to actually share this. Would you believe yesterday those girls did not leave us any forks or spoons?
Oh.
So we have to eat this with our hands if we're going to do it. So we are not doing
So,
it on
here we go.
on the air.
No.
But yes, this
We'll
is
just go.
this is our pie recipe that we are sharing with you today. Danny's going to actually go get us forks and
Oh.
spoons. I think that's a little bit selfish because I think the camera crew also
Well,
wants a little
I
bite
say-
of this.
Well, and especially if we're eating in front of them,
Yes,
that's not fair.
All right, but while she does that, I have to tell you what I discovered this week. We talk about a discover. Now, cute little Janice Martin, and I hope she's watching today
Yeah.
because she brought me the funnest treat that I wanted to share with you all today.
She always has some cute things.
Yeah,
doesn't
she is so talented up her sleeve. So this was sitting on my desk. All right, I'm going to use my teeth.
You need some scissors.
Yes, but wouldn't this not
Look
be so
how
fun?
cute.
Look how cute these are. These are turkeys made out of, she has a chocolate cookie. Do you see how that?
Oh, the
It's the
Oreo
Oreo
cake,
cookie
okay.
on the back and the bottom. And then right here in the center is a chocolate, and she's put it together with chocolate, and then it is a turkey with candy corns.
Oh, cute.
Is that not so cute?
That is cute. What is that chocolate? Is it like a
It-
is it truffle?
Yeah, it looks
Or-
like a truffle. But you know, it would be just as fun with a marshmallow or anything like that. So Janice, thank you. I just absolutely love
cute.
these. I asked her today, I just said, can I share this because would this not
Yeah.
be so fun on your
That
Thanksgiving
really
dinner? Just as a little
Right.
centerpiece or whatever, and just all my favorite things.
Yeah.
So yes, that is just absolutely darling.
Darling.
Can I get a close-up
so
of that?
cute.
So that is what I discovered that I will be doing on Thanksgiving morning because
Well, even
they
kids
are
can
so
do those,
yes,
right?
so cute.
Yeah.
So Janice, thank you. She
That's so fun.
yeah,
Oh,
she always thinks
it's
of
a
us.
cream
so,
drop,
cream
she
drop.
said.
Okay,
A cream
drop.
drop.
And you get those like I think Brock's makes those, or
Oh,
just
okay.
in the candy section. I mean, but there's so many. So Janice, you made my whole day. You made me smile, and I
that's
wanted to
darling.
share this as
Those
part
are
of the
so
Discover. Okay, Jackie.
Fun.
I'm going to move these over here and use this plate because I want you to taste this cherry cheesecake.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be so delicious.
Well, you might as well just start. It's like almost, oops.
Don't tell Eric that I dropped that on his studio floor.
We're kind of makeshifting here.
Yep.
Whoops, that first piece is always the worst,
Yep.
right? Okay,
Okay.
nobody saw that.
No,
right?
nobody saw that.
No.
Sorry, Eric.
It will be okay.
It'll be fine. Danny's headed to get that. Okay, you ready?
No worries.
I'm going to just eat out of the pan.
Oh,
Okay.
out of the pan, huh? Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. Here we go.
Delicious. So
Good.
yum. Delicious, right? All right, so be sure to download that. Thanks, Miss Danny. Well,
Now
I
we're
clean the
we're
floor.
wearing our pie.
Yep. Yep. Oh man.
Yeah, cheesecake is always good too. That's always a great,
Yep.
great
alternative.
Yes, it is. If you don't like pie.
Yep.
But yeah, but cookie dough, there's always.
I'll give everybody some cheesecake, and then no one will know who did it.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us
So
tomorrow.
fun.
Be sure to download the free pie, creamy cheesecake pie recipe. Check out our embroidery version. So I just have a few announcements to make. Join us tomorrow night. We are talking all things long arms. Now, I don't care if you think you ever want to long arm or not. Swig nights are always fun.
Yeah.
We have a special guest tomorrow night. Her name is Kelly Ashton. She actually is from Handy Quilter, and she is a wealth of knowledge and so much
it'll be
fun.
so much
She
fun.
will be with me in the studio, and Todd will be in the studio as well. We, just for tuning in and watching the show, we are giving away 3 $100
Wow.
gift cards.
That's so-
And who doesn't need those? I mean,
Oh.
whether you want a long arm or not, you never know what you want,
Yeah.
but just it's really fun, and long arming is really so much fun. The other thing that I want to talk about is be sure to sign up for Demo December. The embroidery design is so darling. You just need to sign up for one of the time slots, watch the demo. We will send you a free embroidery design, and that is coming on December 2nd. So
Fun. Fun.
lots of fun things coming up.
Even if you don't have room for a long arm, it's really fun to learn about them. You have a
Right.
wealth of knowledge, and Kelly brings that with her as well.
And one of the things I've learned is that I thought I didn't have room, but there are a lot of different options
there
that
are.
you don't know.
Exactly.
As far as room and as far as long arms. So
Exactly.
if you would like to take your quilting projects from start to finish, or maybe even do something on the side, then a long arm is for you.
Yeah, now is a good time.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
So fun.
Jackie's going to
So
be back
fun.
with you tomorrow
Yes.
with Sandra. They have a darling project to
We do.
finish off Pie Week.
And another pie.
And another pie. So, yep.
So good.
Yep.
All
All right. Thanks.
Have a great day.